I've got a whole bunch of good stuff lined up, and I'm really behind trying to put all these designs together. And what I'm going to do is something really short right now, and it has to do with 25 cents. This is where the 25-cent piece goes. Get this cord out of the way. I got 25 cents in my pocket. It cost me 13 cents. I pay with a quarter. My change is 10 cents. My cost was 13 cents. I started with a quarter. It equals 48 cents. My loss is 2 cents. Because my change was 10 cents, I now know that 0 equals 6. Add 6 to 48 equals 54. E-V-E. Eve. I now have Eve. In the 7 world, 5 and 4 equals to 2 and 3. 2 times 3 equals 6. 2 plus 3 equals 5. Together it is 11K, and it is the letter F. 11F, E and F, E and F. So it has E and F. It's actually EEF, which creates J. EEF creates J as the 10th letter. Because this is the 10th letter, becomes the 16th letter, becomes P. PJ as P, J, and P or equal to the Jeep, the app, or the ape. In the light of creation of Eve, electronic world, Eve, creation 23 and 11 equals to 34, DC. If it was 32 as 45, this equals to the sun. 23 equals to E and F equals to K. 11 plus 23 equals 34 equals to DC. The sun is now related to the 7th gate in DC. 32 backwards plus 11 equals to 43. The 43rd president or the 44th president minus 1 cent. Minus the 1 cent. George Washington minus 1 cent. Grover Cleveland came below and came above. He was number 24. Plus 20 is 44. But he was counted twice as number 1 to end and at the beginning. Grover Cleveland, bringing the president right now, B&O, as the 43rd president. Bringing the 35th president to the 34th president. JFK, Barack Obama. 32 and 11, 23 and 11. Number 23, 34, 43, hot and cold water, blue and red, 77 Christ. JP is the light and the pass. 54 cents, I still have a loss of 2 cents. When I give back the 2 cents here, I now get 56, and 56 now brings me to the 10th gate. What is 56? It is the wolf, and it is the flow. Wolf and flow, equaling to the wolf and the flow in the foxhole of the son of Eve, because this represents Eve. Eve is creation inside of blue and red. This is what happens when you take 25 cents and the nickel, because there's no more pennies. If we do this to $1, the 13-cent cost will now give me 85 cents change. 25, 25, 25. And there is no 3 cents. It would give me 75 cents and a 10 cents. So 2 of these quarters would get a nickel. It would be 30, 30. Okay, okay. And then the other one over here could not get a nickel. There's no more nickels to give. This one would stay at 25. It still stay 85. This one will create 12. 0 and 0 equals 12. Add 12 to this equation. 85 becomes 97, the gateway of birth. If I took the whole dime and put it on top of number 25, that would be 35, 45, 55, 65. And the total here would be your 85. But this one would be 35 equaling to 8, 8, 7, 7. 8, 7, 7, 7 and 8, 15, 7 and 8, 15, 15 and 15, 2 eggs, A and E, A and E. So depending on what we do with our money, this one over here equals to 85? No, because this 10 cents automatically becomes 16. 16 plus 75 equals to 91. SAI, artificial intelligence. What does the SAI do? It does this. And then it connects here, and it connects here, and it connects here, and it connects us here. It connects us to all the boxes, and then it links right here. Do you follow what I'm saying, how this money works? My change is 85 cents. So if my change is 85, my change should have been 87. At the same time, it could have been 86. At the same time, it could have been 84. At the same time, it could have been 83. So now 83, 84, 85, 86, 87 all count. Because no matter what I would have gotten change, I'm getting the same change for an 87-cent count as I am for an 83-cent count. So if this would have cost me 17 cents, I'm going to bring this to 17 cents now. 17 cents on a dollar. My change is 83 cents. I only received, excuse me, is that what it is? My change is 83 cents. I receive 85 cents. 85 cents plus 17 cents equals to $1.02. I only started with $1. Now I have $1.02. In the last one, my change was 85 cents. This change is still 85 cents. Both 85. 85 and 17 is 102. This one over here is 85. Excuse me, it's supposed to be 87 and 13, but I'm only getting 85. 85 and 13 equals to 98. So now I'm between 98, 99, 100, and 101. 099 becomes 699. 100 becomes 166. 101 becomes 161. This one is the bringer of the light. This one is the bringer of the light. This one here is creation within the light. 699, two worlds of light. 969. 9, 15, 16. 9, 6, 16. 6 carry the 1. 9, 6, 21. 6, 7, 8. 0, 8, and 21, and 16. H-U-P. I'm not sure what that means yet. Ashup. I'm not sure what it means yet. I'm going to think about it. The total is 37. The total equals to 45 and equals to the sun. Again, back to Venus. What was this all about? This was all about the numbers. 85 cents because I played 15 cents was the cost. But in the cost of 15 cents, the same thing. It's 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 is what happens. The AC energy and the gateway. 1 and 6 equals to the 7. How does this equal to this? 9 and 6 is 15, 16 and 1. 21 and 1 is 22 and 2. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1026. Anybody know this number, 1026? A very famous number. It's all about Venus. It's all about the cube of the heaven's light. The cube is 21. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The 16 is the light. The 1 and the 6 is just like the 1 and the 7. This is the light. And this is the tail light, the gateway where the light comes out. This is the heaven, becomes 60. Inside of this, I now got 60. Add 60 to this, equals 105, equals to 165. And the light from Mars is inside of Aleph. Don't forget 56, the number 56 that you see over here, that's inside here, it flips upside down and becomes 95. 95 in the 10 worlds becomes 15. 95 at the 7th gate becomes 202. 202 is the change. 2 to this side, 2 to this side. I'm giving you the same amount of pennies. We flip things upside down because if we can do it, we do it. Becomes 202. 202 and 4 gates become 808. 808 is the bicycle cards. We have to understand that when we play with the nickel, 3, 4, 6, 7. That's 4 areas. 4, 8, 12. There's a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 areas of 4 equals to 40. Plus right on the number. 10 perfect areas where there's no change, where it's right on the middle, right in the clock. So it's 10 and 40, 1 and 4. The nickel. This is what the nickel does. A total of 50. When we come exactly on the 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's only 9. There's 10 here on the nickel, and there's 9 here equaling to 19. 10 and 9. Artificial intelligence. Or you connect all the worlds together with S, because that's what it equals. When you do this one over here, all 10s will now go to 6s. So if we were working with 30, it goes to 36. So by getting number 30, we go all the way to 36. We pay with 35 electric company. 36 pays with 35. Now we're inside 35. And because of this, 35 gets 36 and 37, the gateway. 36 will beget 35, and then it'll also get the gateway, because once it gets to 36, it takes 5 with it. This is how I match these two up. To the left of creation is the moon. To the right of creation is the 7th gate, is the AC energy. It is BC. It is the Venus-Fox-Sun pathway. I show you with numbers only because this equals to 7. This, okay, this equals to the wolf. This equals to 45, equaling to the 10, this equals to 45 to the 10-10 world. 54 is the number to the sun. Eve, EVE, equals to 545, the same numbers, equaling to electric company inside the sun, the IT world. 4 times 5, 4 plus 5 is 20, 29. 29 is also 28. Comes 30 creation, 31 and 32. 29. Because 4 by 5 is 20 equals 6, you must add 6, it becomes 35. 30 to 36, moving up to 35. So Venus becomes the pathway. And I have more words about her. It's the kiss. It's the kiss. Beef. B and E, 2 and 5, is the center world. Where do we get B and E? Well, the B is in the E family. It's a carrier. So is the C, the carrier. 15 and 14. Where is 15 and 14? 15 and 14. Let me look where I found that. 15, 1 and 5. Okay. And 9 and 5. 9, 1, 5. A, E, and I, 3 vowels will create 10. 5 and 5 create 10. 8 and 9 is also A and B. Another way to look at this is A and B, because removing 2 from here and 1 from here, I get 7 and 7. 2 and 1. Over here, I get 1 and 2. They're both 1 and 2. This is 1 and 2 away from the 10. This is 1 and 2 away from the 7. 7 and 10. 41 and 47 equals 88. 6 times 5, 6 plus 5, 30 and 11, 41. The total, 5 by 7, 5 plus 7 equals 47, equals 88. This will equal to the sky. 88 equals to 47. This is the French initials for this, equaling back to this. This is now jail to 2, 3, and 4, which is in between 2, 3, 4, and 5. 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 4. Now I'm not sure where this comes from again. 29, 29, 15, and 14, 8 and 9. Oh, yes, okay. 7 times 2 is 14. 7 times 2 is 14. 7 plus 2 is 9. 3 times 5 is 15. 3 plus 5 is 8. They both create number 23. 23 is right over here. This will create 34 and 43, hot and cold. It'll create the spirit. Number 23. 2 times 3, 2 plus 3 equals 5 and 6. 1 times 5, 1 plus 5 equals 5 and 6. 2 and 3 and 5 and 6 do the same thing. The only one missing is 4. Eve, the letter V, the letter D, the letter M. So these are our totalities. So this one over here, when you add these up, if we would add 30, 60, 90, 120, 150, it would automatically be 156. Creation of the passing wolf, of the howling of the winds, is right inside here. The spirit of the wolf inside this number over here. This is what it says. This says Mac. Mac D. 1 and 3 is 4. Mac D. If you want to win a Big Mac, you need number 72. 35 is the electric company. Total's 46. Where do we get 46 from? 46, 46, 46. So let me take a look back. 46. Yes, okay, I found it. I found it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold on a second. Here's 46. 1 times 2 times 3 times 4 equals 24. 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 equals 10, equals 34. Total is 34. How do we get 34? 4 times 6, 4 plus 6 equals 10 and 24. This is 4 times 6, 4 plus 6. East and west on your telephone. Can you see this? Does it look like a ladder of some sort? Can you actually tell what it is? It's this design here. It's this design over here. All I did was this. The diamond's over here. I created it over here. It's the same design. So I'm busy trying to see how everything connects together. Adam gets a rib and designs the same thing. One rib. What's a rib? Here's ribs. Ribs is what connects to both sides. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. 4, 4, and 2 is 10. 2, 3, and 3 is 8. 2, 2, and 2 is 6. 1, 2, 1 is 11, 11. That creates the rest. 1, 2, 1, 4, 0, 4, 1, 2, 1. Why do I do this? Because here and here is east and west. The numbers roll on top of each other. This one is above and it is in between the two worlds of both sides. 2 goes here. Every single even number gets 2. 2 goes over here on 2 is 4. 2 goes over here on 2 is 4. Nothing happens over here. This is the number we play. 101, 404. This is 4, 8, 4. Time and space. 2 and 1 creates the backwards A, but it's the letter R. So we were doing all these things with the letters. If I had 15 cents and it cost me 13 cents, I would still get 15. My total would be 28. If I had 15 cents and it cost me 14 cents, my total would be 29. 28 and 29 is 57. The moon, creation of the red sun. 27 over here, because you have 2 of them. 27 and 27 is 54. That is the sun, creation of the red sun out of the moon. Red is equal to 27. Where else do I do this? 15 cents and 13 cents, the minimum. 15 cents and 17 cents, the maximum. The total equation is 45. The passage of the foxhole. 4 and 5, the passage in Eve. Between the night and day. This equals to 98. 13, 13. 9 and 4, 8 and 5. This, at the same time, equals to 2 and 1. 2 and 1 equals 10, 10. 2 and 1 equals 7, 7. So Eve gets all worlds, 7, 10, and 13 inside of 98, which the reverse is 86, because we can flip this upside down the other way. The reverse of this one into the 7 world is now 32, and this is the gateway. I'm going to keep it at this short thing, but there's a lot more. The thing is, there's a lot more. We have to remember, I'm not sure if I finished this part over here, the 102. Yeah, okay, this is the dollar one. That's right. I forgot to do the dollar one, where it's 98 is the low, 102 is the high, 99 is the maximum. That's your Jupiter. That's where the electric hooks up, 99. The total was a 1026. This becomes 1626. It becomes P and Z equals to 42, equals to 24, and 8 and 6. Okay, it'd be the light creation of 4 and 2, 2, 2, 2 and 2. Creation in 8 and 6. 2 and 2 is 4. 2 times 4 is 6. They both play into the 8th world, and you get 8 and 6, 10 and 10, 10 and 10. 2 times 4, 2 plus 4. The total is 42. This one will equal to 76. This one will equal to 20. 7 and 6. This one will equal to 12 plus 8. This one will equal to 7 and 6. This one will equal to 13. This one will equal to 20 equals 26. Plus 13 equals to 39. This will now create the sky. This creates the sky. The number 39 creates the sky and creates this. This over here, this through the heart. And this is the connection. ISOX. RUSTOX. It creates the T, but when you create the upper and lower T, it creates the I. When it creates the lower and upper T creating the I, you now create the high, the H. So it's high ox, rust high ox, high oxidized rust. That's what it creates inside these letters. This center is the center 1, position 5 of the foxhole. F. This is the answer. F150 is this position over here. 1026 at the same time is 626 minutes. Into the 7 world is 151, Isis. Into the 10 world is 484. Space, 32 and 12, the same number we had on the last board. It's very hard for me to sit and turn back the pages again. 32 equals 34 DC. 12 equals to 89. 8 and 9 minus 1 plus 1 brings the 7 and 10 worlds. So it is the gateway passage between 2 worlds equaling to 44. 4 by 4, the pH balance. The light of the 2 heavens, P and H. 16 and 8 equaling to 24. In which there's going to be, I'm going to do a video on this showing you how this works. The pH level, the balance of the pH level. P and H, 4 by 4, 4 plus 4 equals 16 and 8, and the understanding of what all the 4s do. This was the addition, 9, 6, and 1. 9 and 6 is 15. I don't have to count this 1 because the 1 is already inside 9. The reason we don't count 1 and 2 is because once we create a 5 and a 10, 1 and 2 are already in those numbers. 1 is inside of 3. 1 and 2 creates 3. So we don't need 3. We don't need 4 because we need 5. We need the spirit in 5. So we need 5 and 5, double nickel before we can begin. We need the light. 6 times 1, 6 plus 1 equals to 7 and 6. 2 times 6, 2 plus 6 equals to 20. T and Z, the transmission. 20 becomes 26, becomes 13. This is your AC energy. This will end up to be the S. This will always be the same thing. This will end up saying ST, 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 T, 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 T. It'll always come back to this one. 2 times 6 is 12. 2 plus 6 is 8. 12 and 8 is 20. 20 becomes 26. It always comes back. So this will be T, T, T. 1 times 3, 1 plus 3 will equal to DC, 4 and 3. Again. 3 times 4, 3 plus 4 equals 7 and 12, 19. Here's your 12 over here and your 7 for your gateway. This one will bring 8 and 9 back to 7, which is the heavens of birth, into the passage of the center world. This will become 19S. This will be T. S and T equals number 39. 39 is right here. The sky. Cielo. Ciel. It says cielo, but at the same time in the word there's a sound of yellow. So we understand this number over here. What this? This was actually 300. Becomes 366. Becomes 363. Becomes 18 and 9. And 18 and 9 equals to 54. And back to Eve again, the same way we started. Eve, now inside Eve, Eve makes creation. Inside Eve of 545. Inside Eve of 545, let's see how far we can take this. 545 and double it becomes 1881. Right after the creation of Eve is now the creation of Harry. 1 and 8 is A and H creating R. R creating I. Together it says Harry. Harry are the rabbit ears. Harry is the rabbit ears. 1 times 8, 1 plus 8 is 9 plus 8. The heavens of I. My ears are up. The heavens of I. 9 and 8. The heavens of I. When I work this out. Okay. 17 and 17 equals to 34. I'm now connected DC 7. I connect my spirit S. 9 plus 8 is 17, and 72 equals to 89. 89 and 98. And 98 and 98 equals to 16 and 18, equals to 7 and 9, the birth and the gate, equals to 9, 17, 8, equals to 8. The jailed piano of 88, the two heavens, and the gateway of the birth, 88. So we're going to leave that for now, and we're going to continue 1881, and we're going to understand that this was 5 and 5 is 10. 1 plus 0 is 1 is 1881, but the real number we have to move to is 7. Becomes 7887 because there's a 0 at 10. 0 equals 6 plus 1 equals 7878. 7 and 7 is 14 equals 5. 8 and 8 is 16 equals 7. From Eve, we come into creation of the angel. We now create the gateway in the heaven of 88. And then 5775 is electric company. The moon, 19 by 3 and 25 by 3 equals 44. The moon of the pH balance. 16 and the light and the night. The 16 of the day and the 8 of the night. The total is 24. 86 in one world, 53 in the other world. Electric company for the 9 lives of the cat. And this is how Eve comes into these numbers. Now, if I want to bring this number 5775 and see how far the rabbit hole goes, I will then bring it back to 1551, and it jumps right into Isis. After I bring it to 1551, 1 will now become a 7. 5, 5, 7, because 1, 5 and 5 is 10, becomes 16, becomes 7. Becomes 7557. Now check this out. 1776 reverse. 6 and 1, 7. 7 and 7 is 14. 1 and 4 is 5. Same number. Isis. Right now. It's happening. 7 and 7 is 14. 1 and 4 is 5. 5 and 5 is 10. Equals to 1. Isis. 0 and 1 equals 7. Equals 5775, and now all we have is 5775, 5775, 5775. Isis, Isis, Isis. Electric company is what it reverts into, 5 and 3, which creates number 23. Creates number 23 is 15, the egg, again Isis, and 8, the heaven. This is how it reverts. It keeps going over and over and over. Now we're going to do the opposite world of it. We can do, let me do the other world, this one over here, since it continues. It becomes 2002. I think that was the 100th birthday of Mickey Mouse, which becomes 26662, which becomes 5115 in the 7 world, which becomes Isis again. All these 3 worlds over here, 5775, 2002. 5516 brings you to the 7th gate. 5335 brings you to 2442. And again, this is the rotation of the mind. This brings you to 8668 into the 10 world, which is the same thing. So now what we're going to do is, now we're going to take this 5335, and I brought it to the 7th gate. Now I'm going to show you what happens when I double it. This becomes 7667. This becomes 5335. And all I did is come back to the beginning right away. I made 2 moves and I was back to where I was. So this becomes 101. 1 away and 1 away from 7. 4 away from 10 and 2 away from 10. The difference into both of these are 33 creation, 2, 3, and 4. The difference between these two is the nickel. We don't have to count the 3 cents because we know we go as low as 2, as high as 5, and as low as 2 on each side. The middle is 5. We always call the middle 5 because the minute you call anything 10, 0 equals 6. We only want to get 1 cent onto the right side of that 5, and we don't have to go any further. 6 and 1, 6 and 2, 6 and 3, 6 and 4. That's it. Buck stops here. 6 and 5, 6 and 6, 6 and 7 is something completely different. Raphael, 7286 in a constellation of Pegasus, and I spent my time at the coffee shop with no book, and I'm trying to decipher off these napkins that I rewrote some of it. And I do these to show that the reality is in the numbers. The numbers talk. Now the question is, where did I get, why do I mark Eve? Eve I mark because she's the 5th letter, the 22nd letter, and the 5th letter. Eve and Eve. Eve 16 and Eve 8 is 2 times Eve and 1 times Eve. One is the day, one is the night. Legs open, legs closed. Legs open, legs closed. Is the sun peeping in or is it not? What is a peeping Tom? So anyways, we're going to leave it at that. I know there's, like the first nickel, like if you have a nickel, right, and it costs, and it's nothing, is they're not going to give you anything for 2 cents anymore because you can get it for free. So everything has to be sold over a nickel. So the first 2 cents don't count anymore. And if you give a nickel, 5 and 7 is the only thing that counts. 5 and 7, nothing else can count because the first 3 cents don't count. If it's 3 cents, it's a nickel. They may as well charge you a nickel and give you your money's worth, right? So 6 and 7 cents is no change. No change. So anytime you get a 6 and a 7, there's no change. You're back to a nickel. 6 and 7, 6 and 7, 3 and 4, and 6 and 7, the same size of the moon, okay, 10 times. 3, 4, 6, 7 is 10, 10. Okay, that's the size of the moon. It's the diameter of the moon. There's no change to the nickel. Now, if you get 8 and 9 and 1 and 2, that's 10, 10. 8 and 9, 1 and 2, that is your birth in the heaven. That will also bring you to the 7th gate. So when a 0 pops up, okay, an 8, 9, 0, 1, 2, where the 0 brings you to the 2 worlds because it shows you a 10 cents and not the nickel. Raphael 7286 in a constellation of Pegasus. Thank you for watching. I'm trying. It's not good enough.